part of this truck. So the whole truck will be hooked up. All right, you ready? All right, kingpin apron gap. My kingpin is attached to this thin sheet of metal, which is my apron. This is that apron. This apron is attached to this trailer. When the truck is coupled in lock position like it is, there should be no gap between that apron. Get close, get close, get close. There should be no gap between that apron and that fifth wheel. Fifth wheel should be recently greased. Make sure this connection is not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured. Part 5, header board or bulkhead. Check the header board from top to bottom, left to right. I'm checking for any holes or damage. Make sure this header board is not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured. On to my landing gear. Landing gear. Both feet should be present. The legs should be fully raised. The crank arm should be in lock position like it is. Make sure this landing gear is not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured. On to this trailer frame. I'm checking this trailer frame from my header board to the rear doors. Everywhere you see these 4 bolts is a cross member. Make sure this cross member has no illegal welds. In between the cross members is a wooden floor. Make sure my trailer has no holes in the wooden floor. Make sure this trailer frame is not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured. On to my tandem release arm and lock and pin. Here's your tandem release arm. Right above it or to the side of it is your lock and pin. When in lock position like they are, make sure they are not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured. Doors, ties, and lips on the side of this trailer. I see no doors, I see no ties, I see no lips. Back to the tires. I'm repeating myself. When you have more than one axle stated, I'm checking this axle like this axle. I'm checking the right side of the trailer like the left side of the trailer, and just stay right here. Rear tires of the trailer should be 2/32 of an inch tread depth. Check for bubbles or bulges. You can check this tire pressure with the rubber hammer or an air pressure gauge. Make sure this tire is not cut, frayed, dry rotting, or loose, properly mounted and secured with no leaks. Rims. Make sure the rims have no illegal welds. Find that valve stem cap. Make sure it is present and tight. Make sure this rim is not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured with no leaks. Lug nuts. Look for a rusty teardrop on the face of the rim, which will indicate looseness. Look for shininess on the actual lug nut, which can indicate that they are stripped. They all are present and tight, not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured. Hub oil seal. Make sure it's not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured with no leaks. I'm checking for spacers in between these wheels. If no spacers, these are called bud wheels or bud space wheels. Make sure they are free of trash and debris. Make sure they are not cracked, bent, broken if you choose to say it. On to my suspension. Air ride means I have shock absorbers and airbags added to my suspension. Tell them about them. The airbag should have no leaks because it's soft. Make sure it's not cut, frayed, dry rotting, or loose, properly mounted and secured. There's the airbag. The airbag has an airbag mount. Make sure it's present. Also point out your shock absorbers. They should have no leaks because they are hard. Make sure they are not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured. Move on to your brake hose line, brake chamber, slack adjustable push rods, drums, and line. There go your hose. Make sure it's not cut, frayed, dry rotting, or loose, properly mounted and secured with no leaks. Brake chamber. Make sure it's not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured with no leaks. Make sure the clamp and the straps are present and tight. On the other side of that brake chamber is always your slack adjusters and push rods. When the brakes are applied, they move to 90 degrees. When the brakes are not applied, they should have no more than 1 inch free play when you pull them by hand. Make sure they are not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured. Drums and liner. are behind my rim. We can see them. Make sure the drums have no damage. Lining, which is the pad, should be at least a 1/4 inch thick, free of grease or oil. Make sure they are not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured. And you can also see your U-bolts that's springly. You can see all 3 of your mounts. So you really don't have to point them out if you know how to say it. On to the doors, ties, and lifts. Back of this trailer. You check this door. From top to bottom, left to right, I'm checking for any holes or damage. Make sure this door is not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured. Check the rubber seal all the way around the door. Make sure the rubber seal is not cut, frayed, dry, rotten, or loose, properly mounted and secured. And no leaks when it rains. These are my ties. Make sure I don't have excessive chain hanging below here. So make sure my ties come on this side of the trailer. And my tie downs, that's what I tie my doors to. So make sure my ties and my tie downs are not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured. Lift, I don't see one. Splash guards, they should be 2 inches from the ground. They could be hard like that white one or soft like the black one. That one is not cracked, bent. This one is not cut, frayed, dry, rotten, or loose, properly mounted and secured. End of inspection.